Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Caveman to Cosmos with me, Alpha Pi Omega and Byzantium. So the turn is 2257, year 10,122 BC, and I'm back with slavery. But before we get slavery, which is a fun technology to have, let's do a little overview of our empire. Now, we've had a number of attacks coming from south of Antioch, so I have put the Fist of Constantinople here to protect the city. And because some of them were coming also from the east, the Skull Hunters are now holding this tile. And because of the mammoth attacks, I trained 3 units of stone spearmen in Patra and put them here to protect the area against further mammoth incursions. Now we're going to rename these guys as pointy sticks, because someone suggested that in the comments a long time ago, and I think, you know, stone spearmen do have pointy sticks, so they are going to protect the north. As far as cities goes, we are doing very well, even with the growth of our military, which wasn't that big, but you know, still some growth. We are now earning 7 gold per turn, so I believe that at the end of this episode we are going to start training a new tribe. Now, the cities are doing great. Vodena is 39 turns from population 6. Patra is 60 turns from population 6. We have Thessaloniki growing to population 3 in 63 turns. Adrianople in 55 turns. Nicaea in 131 turns. And Antioch is 90 turns away from population 1. Antioch has really been suffering because we forced it to provide us with a lot of gold in the beginning, so that sort of slowed their growth, but you know, they'll make it up. Constantinople working on the chicken coop, and then I decided that we are going to build a central breeder horse, which is a national wonder here. I actually am interested in the horses the most. I'm not sure what exactly they're gonna do, but we can also build elephant, llama, and donkey. They almost all have the same thing, while the horse can train tamed horse, and the donkey could train tamed donkey. I think that they might be used to send horses to, or the tamed horses might be used to, it was sort of like a captured animal. That's how I envision it, but we're gonna see what it's gonna do. If nothing else, it's going to give Constantinople a bit more production, gold, and culture, so, you know, I'm kind of okay with it. Then we're gonna turn to the dock kennels finally, and then all the other buildings. Now we have sent our ambushers all the way up here to check on Heliopolis and Memphis. These cities are not great. They really have nothing. They're living mostly from the sea. So raising Thebes was a devastating blow to these two. And not only that, I actually managed to capture 3 of their gatherers and kill 2 of their hunter units. So we really are terrorizing Egypt at this point, and I mean, they deserve it. They started it. But the ambushers, I gave them hide in the shadows of 3, which gives them +3 veil, and with the +2 native bonus they have, they're at +5 now. So I don't think that they can be spotted by anything that Egypt can throw at us. So I'm sending them down here to get a bit of a distance between themselves and the city, and then they are going to be escorted back into our territory. Speaking of escorts, we are currently escorting 2 more gatherers from the Neanderthal territory in the south. I actually don't know where the Neanderthals were, but I spotted gatherers, so there has to be some town there that we are unaware of. And our Biocat is scouting the area here, trying to find a bit more about the situation in Babylon. But it looks like they got 6 cities at this point. 1 here, 1, 2, 3, 4, no, 5, well, 5, 6. They used to have 7 with Babylon, but now they have 6. So that is quite of a growth. I can only wonder how many Israel have. But one thing is true, as the difficulty gradually increases, we are going to have more and more of a problem, which is why I like to have it this way instead of jumping into higher difficulties right off the bat, because the game begins to be slightly unfair towards you, to become really unfair when you go down the line and you need really all the help that you can get to establish yourself. Okay, with that said, I think we're done here, so let's go with the slavery and see what the technology brings us. Now, we saw it in the last episode a bit, but, you know, let's see it now again.
Whenever I hear anyone arguing for slavery, I feel a strong impulse to see it tried on him personally.
Interesting. So this allows us to get quite a lot of buildings. So I think that all of these require, they require worldview slavery. Can it be built just like that? Or you can sacrifice population to finish production of the city. Okay, so if we, for example, build that in Constantinople, and we can't. Okay, but we can build a folklore of the sea suddenly. That's interesting, not sure where that came from, but let's go with it. And we can now get the cockfighting rings. Cool, I mean, why not? We're pretty much primitive at this point, so let's have our people have all the fun that they can get. I mean, there's no wrong in that. Okay, and on that note, I think we're done for now. Short update, but not much else is happening. What I intend to do with the ambusher, though, is to send them here and scout a bit on both the barbarians and the remains of the Babylonian Empire. I'm interested in seeing what they are going to bring to us. Good news is also that both Nicaea and Antioch, and I think to a certain degree Thessaloniki and Antioch should be done with it, but these three buildings are now focusing on science, giving us more research. And, you know, we were very close to 200 when we were getting, I think it was Patra that was on the meager wealth, because that also translates to science. No, it wasn't. Okay, so I'm not sure what. Oh, I understand. It was from the natural income. When you switch to getting more gold, that is translated to research. So we were nearer at 200 as we were focusing on getting more income. Then it dropped a bit, but with these new buildings and these new focuses, we might get above 200 with full authority. And I'm not actually mad that we're not getting any new buildings from this technology, because truth be told, we have a bunch of things that we need to finish before we go anywhere next. So yeah, I'll see you in 26 turns. Wow, that's a long time, when the Megalith construction is ready. Turn 2282, year 9966 BC. We are finally below 10,000. And one turn away from Megalith construction. So what has happened? Quite a few things, actually. As you can see, our research is now 204 per turn, which is amazing, and we are still working on a number of good things that are going to increase our education and give us quite a lot of production. Like child labor crews has been finished in a number of cities. We have started the construction of the central breeder for donkey in Vadena. And we are almost done with the central breeder for a horse in Constantinople. So we'll see the effect next turn together with the Megalith construction. Now, I have also managed to bring in all of the workers. So they are now all here toiling. Well, they were toiling on the trail, which is now finished. Okay, cool. That is fine. And we send out the Eagle Spirit Talkers to hunt in this area, where we had a number of bison units and a unit of moose, which we subdued, and now we are transporting it back to Constantinople. So that's from our actual territory. I think Vodena is just a couple turns away from growth. Yeah, 13 turns till it gets to population 6, so that is good. How many people do we have now? 4,350. Cool. So we are growing, and our rival best is still 2,100. I have a feeling that our rival best before was Babylon, which they no longer are. We have the ambushes here, toiling to get there and tell us a bit more about the territory, so I'm interested in seeing that. We can maybe capture some more workers as we did here. By the way, funny fact, for some reason the game bugged and it's now showing me our Neanderthal trackers as this. So they're just, I guess, lost souls with axes now. Interesting, interesting. The money increase is slow to gain because we've built a couple of crime reducing buildings which took it away, but for a certain time we were at plus 15. But then again, that brings me to my point that we are going to work on the tribe unit next after this episode, and we're gonna start the next episode by founding a new city. Now I'm kinda interested, I checked it again, and it is at high between a city here and a city here. So pretty cool. The city here is the third one, but there is like a, I don't know, 15 votes, and 3 votes. so it's pretty decisive. I'm interested in seeing. I actually have a peace of mind to found one and then the second one right after if it turns out that it's not gonna hit us too much, because it will be close to Constantinople and it would make us grow even faster. So let's see how that's gonna go. So now without further ado, let's go with Megalith construction and see if we can build something. I think it's gonna allow Stonehenge and stuff like that. That would be cool.
Some archaeologists believe that Stonehenge, the mysterious arrangement of enormous elongated stones in England, is actually a crude effort by the Druids to build a computing device.
I heard that theory before, but I have no idea how it was supposed to work. Okay, so this allows us to get the Rapa Nui worker if we had the Rapa Nui culture, and it allows quite a lot of good and old ancient world wonders, like Göbekli Tepe from Turkey, Hill of Tara, not sure where Monga Maui, that should be on Maui then. We have the Moai statues, here's the Stonehenge I mentioned, a log rover system, which is a national wonder. Okay, so that is maybe a good thing for Vadena. Oh, and it gives us, I forgot about this, it gives us a couple of special buildings for druids, and it gives a couple of special buildings for the other requires to do. What is this? It's a building of shamanism. Okay, so both for druidism and shamanism, because we are the two religions that are preceding this technology. I think that Moai, okay, and leads to sedentary lifestyle, which we are not. Oh wow, heat treatment is in 6 turns. So center bidder for horse has been finished. Good, good, good. But now tell me, Tengrism is after sedentary lifestyle? Or is it still? No, and someone already got it. Okay, so you can see that despite us seemingly being very good, we are not the most powerful nor the richest, and obviously not even that much advanced civilization, because people keep going. I'm really interested in seeing if we're gonna be the first one to take sedentary lifestyle. Now, I took the beeline stings, meaning that once we get that, all of these older technologies are going to get progressively more expensive. So I don't want to do that until we actually get there. So let's check the... what was it called? Oh, and we're going to get the earth wall now. Okay, 40% defense. Does that require... Yeah, it's part of... was it here? Ah, it's here, earth wall. I completely missed that. Cool. So the earth wall is now available for us, which further boosts our defense. I think palisade gives 20, 25, and earth wall gives 40. Yeah, palisade gives 20. So this is doubling our defensive bonus. Nice. So that's gonna be a good one. But no special buildings here for the religion, and we could build the Stonehenge here. 63 turns. Oh, Jesus. But it would be great. Free monument in every city. That is. Oh, and this one gives extra experience points. Oh, do we dare? This is such a big undertaking. Which one? Stonehenge would be better for the monument, but this one is better for the experience points. Obsolete with astronomy, obsolete with modern sanitation. Create a general. On Torn. This is just one but it lowers crime by 10 and increases. Yeah, okay. So I guess we might want to build this one. Hamonga Maui, Burden of Maui, is a stone trilithon located in Tonga, in the north of the islands of Tongatapu, near the village of Niutoa in Heketa. Trilithon is constructed from 3 coral limestone slabs and is up to 5.2 meters high, 1.4 meters wide and 5.8 meters long. The weight of the visible part of each upright stone is approximately 30 to 40 tons. They are hewn deep mortises in the top of each upright stone to fit in the lintel. Hamonga Maui was built at the beginning of the 13th century under the 11th Tuitonga Tui Tatui, King Strike the Knee, most likely as a gateway to his royal compound Heketa. Damn, these sentences are wild. So this was built as a gateway to his royal compound. One can pass through the portal and walk the short distance towards the Esimaka Fakinaga stone to lean against, which served as the king's throne. Sitting with his back to that stone, he was safe from assassins from behind, and with his long stick he could hit every potential foe from the front of his knees. It's interesting. Okay, so I like that it reduces crime so much and gives you a lot of tourism. Stonehenge would give us the monument. Like, how many cities actually do need monument? What's the tomorrows? I don't see the monument. It's a culture building, I remember as much. Tomorrow, so you all got it. So I don't think that is something that we need that much. Monument. Oh, you need it. Well, it's a cheap one. How much does it cost? 300. That is really not worth it. Okay, so let's actually build this wonder. We're gonna finish the dog kennels. And then we're gonna go with it. The Hill of Tara, I'm not even considering. 3 chiefs hut in every city. Nope. It's this one. Let's build this one. And then the rest of these things, which was you. An animal trainer horse. Okay, extra speed. So that is also a pretty good one. But 63 turns, that is going to be a rough thing to build. That's gonna take a while. And the horse breeder gave us nothing, just a bit of production. Okay, well, I'm fine with that. I am fine with that. So you guys head home, and I guess I'll be back in, I should go here, in 6 turns then, because the heat treatment is so fast. Or actually I could just continue. Yeah, let's continue and make this one big update and see what's gonna happen, so that you see a bit of the gameplay as well, and a bit of, you know, what's going on. I think we're gonna be able to scout on the barbarians anytime soon, so let's just keep going. Damn, Israel is rocking the boat, really. Stronger than us, probably smaller a bit, but they're researching poultry domestication. You guys are working on the animal husbandry. Yeah, these guys are not that much behind. You guys are hunting and so on. That's so far behind, but the rest is not. Okay, not much to do here now. Heat treatment. Yeah, we're raking in so much cash that we can subsidize the cities for a while. So I might just go ahead and get to the 2 best options from the votes. We'll see. Okay, so let's get a bit of scouting done here. Okay, so Skodina has what? Neanderthal Hunter, Neanderthal Brute Slingers, some Stone Spearmen, Stone Macemen, and 13 Trackers. Okay, that doesn't seem like that much. Oh, okay. I said that without knowing that there are Wood Spearmen, battalions of Wood Spearmen here, and here's a Brute Slinger, Wood Spearmen, and Stone Axemen. Okay, so they do have a ton of units. They actually do have a ton of units. So what can you do here? You could get the Wood Gatherer, right? Yep. What's Constantinople doing with the income? Yeah, they got quite a few tiles to go through before we feel a problem. So heat treatment, 2 more turns. Antioch building the Elder Council. It's gonna be nice once we have a concise border. We can keep these inner cities then safer. They don't need that many defenses, and we'll be able to focus more on economy and unit training. Okay, that's maybe a bit too close for comfort, but they shouldn't see us. There should be no way to discover us. Plus, we're on a very defensible plot, so even if they attack, we should take a couple of them down. Not sure, how many, but they shouldn't really see us at all. And as you can see, we can see a couple of them. Okay, so that is a bad tile, but it's shown us Babylon. Neanderthal Stone Axeman Battalion, and a Neanderthal Slinger, 7 of those. Stone Spearmen and Wood Spearmen. Damn, this is a big army here. Okay, and what about the moose? Can it do something? It can! Construct folklore moose. Can't you do something more useful somewhere else? Nope, doesn't seem so. Okay, so we'll have the folklore moose. Extra science, a bit of culture. It's not bad. And now we're getting 244 per turn. Okay. You guys need to chill. We're really badly hurt, and heat treatment coming next turn. Okay, so let's see. I don't think that one gives us anything per se. It's just an upgrade to workers.
Fire is the origin of stone. By working the stone with heat, I am returning it to its source.
So this enables ironwood clubman. Okay, a branding hut. And culture mapuche. So next comes, oh yeah, obsidian weapons. Okay, we don't have obsidian, so this is not going to help us that much. But there are some improvements that we will get. Yeah, stone tool maker gets. Wait, no. This is prerequisites. Okay, bunch of obsidian units, and enables a couple of buildings. Yeah, most of the cultures coming from here. So I just get it for, yeah, and it's necessary for archery, right? Yeah, we need that for archery. So, getting it is mandatory pretty much, because archery is something that we are gonna go for pretty fast. Once we get all of these, sedentary lifestyle, and then the first one out of this is gonna be definitely archery. We could, no. First one is gonna be agriculture, but then it's gonna be archery, so I can actually go with that. And then community, because that allows us to get town hall. So agriculture, archery, and then community. And then, of course, ideograms. What do you give? Cleopatra's Needle. World Wonder. Library of Nineveh. Fresco murals, tablet makers, and that reveals tablets. Okay, and agriculture gives us quite a lot of new things that we can build. Plantations, farms, and so on and so on. Okay, so I guess that's enough for this episode. We have done quite a lot. We're very close, 7 technologies away from sedentary lifestyle. So let's just do a little more scouting here with you. I'm gonna do that off cam then. They don't have enough movement. Oh, hello there, slingers. How would you... Okay, that would not work. What about you? You're pretty good. This unit definitely deserves to be promoted to Archer. I'm happy they survived. They got Combat 2, they got Might, City Garrison, Sophistication, Bamboo Archer, and most of our units got the Poison Tips now, which gives them actual strength against almost all of the units. So that is pretty good. Oh, you get that as well, huh? I didn't realize that everyone had it. Well, only the units that actually passed through Overtrained in Constantinople, I think. That is good. Okay, and you can see that we're gonna get a couple of Elder Councils, which are going to boost our research further. Patra is working on the Catcher. You're gonna finish the Dock Kennels, and then it's up to that World Wonder. Working on the Center Beat. I think we can build one of those wonders here as well. Yeah, building a Stonehenge here would be pretty darn cool. But one thing that's actually bothering me a bit about this is the fact that while we spread our Druidic tradition to Thessaloniki and to Antioch, it is no longer spreading to Adrianople and Nicaea. So I think we're gonna found a city, or find a city that's going to focus on that. So you, for example, could go with that once you're done with it and train us 2 Druidic missionaries. Damn, they take a while. But yeah, I guess that would make sense. Well, I have to make a decision about where they are going to be trained afterwards. It could be even in Thessaloniki for all I care. Guys, yeah, you guys are using this, but maybe we could build another boat. How much this shrimp would give us? Extra food, so 5 food and 5 gold. 5 food and 5 gold would be better than what we have here. So let's just think about that and keep it in mind. Okay, so that is all. That is all for now, and I'll see you in the next episode with more Caveman to Cosmos and me, Alpha Pi Omega.